Shalom. I'm going to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Arachakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, while I'm supposed to give a damn about Diddy's accusers taking him to the jury trial to testify before him, you still have an unpouring of migrants from enemy countries into Babylon, right at the southern border. And it's all being strategically done. We know that the Most High, he's allowing the nations to carry out ambush, because Babylon is falling in power, and that deadly wound is becoming terminal. We read that in Jeremiah the 51st chapter, that he said that we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Take balm for her pain. We would have healed her, but she's not healed. Let every man go into his own country, because our iniquities have reached to heaven. And this place is falling apart so quickly, systematically, incrementally, gradually. You really can't drive away none of the plagues that the Lord is sending upon this place. But you got mass distraction going on, of course. But then you have this going on. All right. Now, this is a little clip. This is on Instagram. Down in San Diego, you got migrants coming in from Iran, China, Pakistan. And those are not allied countries. Military-aged men. They're not coming in with women and children. These are military men. And, we've been covering this for some months now. But this shit is getting blatant. So there's no telling what's going to be carried out or what's going to take place. But just be circumspect and know that, we're coming into that time. All right. So let me play this clip real quick.
Dana, good morning to you. For the first time since the 1990s, Border Patrol San Diego sector is now seeing the most illegal crossings of anywhere on the southern border. And we were out here during the overnight hours as masses of men from around the world came through here. Take a look at this video. This was 2 a.m. right where I'm standing, right here in Jacumba, California, about an hour east of downtown San Diego, as we watch men from the Middle East and Asia pouring in here very nonchalantly as they crossed illegally. Several of them are what are known as special interest aliens. That means they are coming in from countries with potential national security concerns, and they should be subject to additional DHS vetting. We talked to these guys. There was not a single one of them from Mexico. Take a listen to this.
From Mexico.
Where are you guys from? What countries?
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Where are you guys from? What country?
India. India. Where are you
Turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
Turkey. Okay.
India.
India.
Okay.
Where are you guys from?
Turkey.
Turkey. Turkey?
Where are you guys from?
Where are you guys from?
China.
China.
Ecuador.
Where are you guys from?
Ecuador?
China.
Where are you guys from?
India.
India.
Where are you guys from?
India.
India. Sagar Baba.
India. India.
India.
India.
India.
India.
India.
India?
India.
All India? India. Iran. Iran. Why'd you come?
No freedom.
No freedom?
Yes, in Iran. Iran is a dangerous country. No freedom for us. No freedom for us.
Dana, good morning to you. For the first time since the 1990s, Border Patrol San Diego sector is now seeing the most illegal crossings of anywhere on the southern border. And we were out here during the overnight hours as masses of men from around the world came through here. Take a look at this video. This was 2 a.m. right where I'm standing.
This was 2 a.m. right where I'm standing.
That dude looked like an AI. He looked like an AI reporter. But anyway, you see what's happening. All right, Babylon is in trouble. Okay, so let's get a couple scriptures All right, because the nations, you know, they're already tired of Babylon. And now, you know, you got your dumb leaders. Let me go to Isaiah 19 real quick. You got the dumb leadership. They're taking orders from the elite. And every move that they're making is only backfiring, and it's not that. Let's just say that eventually the people are going to start to see and notice, you know, which it's already showing with people wanting to all of a sudden turn to Trump and act like he's going to be the dude to restore the feeling back in Babylon, but that's not going to happen. All right, but this current administration, they're pretty much selling you out, man. This is Isaiah 19 and 11. Matter of fact, let me get it. Let me see what it say in the NLT. Yeah, you got idiots in the White House, all right, and they're definitely not for you. And if you think Trump is for you too, then we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Isaiah 19 and 12. It says, "Where are your wise counselors, Pharaoh? Let them tell you what the Most High plans, what the Lord of Heaven's armies is going to do to Egypt." And we're in modern Egypt as we speak. All right, this is like when you read Revelation 11 and 8, it said, "Our dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt." Okay, because we're in the land of our bondage. All right, we were brought over here to serve captivity on slave ships, as it said in Deuteronomy 28:68. You know that we would go, to Egypt again with ships, and we will be sold as bondmen and bondwomen, and no man will buy us, redeem us. So we're in Egypt right now, all right? And the Lord also said in 2 Ezra 15, you know, "I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I shall deliver them with a mighty stretched out hand." So it says, "The officials of Zoan," which was a city in Egypt, "are fools, and the officials of Memphis are deluded. The leaders of the people have led Egypt astray. The Lord has sent a spirit of foolishness on them, so all their suggestions are wrong." You know, like these Democrats. The reason why these democratic cities are falling apart and it's just all around chaotic is because look who they represent. Look what they represent. All right. They're like them democratic cities, man. They're definitely are controlled. They're here to bring in a certain agenda. You go to cities like LA, you go to Chicago, you go to New York, it's bad. And a lot of people are fleeing those cities and even leaving those states. Because them cities in them Democratic ran areas is straight up in shambles, man. Completely ruined, out of control. You know, law enforcement, a lot of law enforcement resigning because they're not getting good pay. You know, years ago they was talking about trying to defund law enforcement. They curving the law so that criminals and people that break into stores and homes and committing these type of crimes, they're getting away with slaps on the wrist. So it's like, why even continue to dwell in those cities when it's out of order? It's just straight chaos. Well, this is coming from your officials, your politicians, your governors, and it's under this current administration. And the Lord put that spirit on them because, you know, this place is going to get ran into the ground before the Lord destroys it. It says, "So all their suggestions are wrong. They cause Egypt to stagger like a drunk in his vomit." And that's what you see happening. All right. And then you got all your soldiers spread thin. All right. The world is seeing your support for what the JOOs are doing over there to the Palestinians. So the world is coming against both of you, right? Like, at the end of this all, you're not going to have no support. Everybody's finna turn on the whore, and also the least of the flock. So everything is looking bad. It's even to the point where nobody wants to join your services. Now you're offering for elderly people to join, and you telling them if you join, we'll give you a $75,000 bonus. You couldn't make this up. That's very bad, that you got to throw extra incentives to get your own to fight for you. All right. But all you got is just, a bunch of gluttonous, overweight people that's used to sitting in front of the TV, playing video games, watching reality TV. That's all you got in the alphabet, the abominable acronym people. That's all you got. Women, women are spoiled, but you trying to get them on a level to go to war with you. You got women in your military. So this is all bad, man. Babylon is looking like a joke right now. Meanwhile, you're being invaded. It says, there is nothing Egypt can do. All are helpless, the head and the tail, the navel palm branch, and a lowly reed. Yeah, you ain't going to be able to work, because AI is going to take all your jobs. All the strenuous work is being taken over by robots, AI. So you see where this is all going. It says, in that day, the Egyptians will be weak as women. This is why you're having a hard time with your recruits. They will cower in fear beneath the upraised fist of the Lord of heaven's armies. Okay. So let me go from there to Nahum 3. Yeah, Nahum 3 and 4. And it says, all this because Nineveh, the beautiful and faithless city, mistress of deadly charms, talking about the ancient city Nineveh over in Assyria, but we know that America is the modern day Nineveh as well. All right. And it says, entice the nations with her beauty. She taught them all her magic, enchanting people everywhere. Yeah, the wine of her fornication, her enchantments, her witchcrafts, her Hollywood. The symbolism here, it got people bugged the hell out. All right. It says, I am your enemy, says the Lord of heaven's armies, and now I will lift your skirts and show all the earth your nakedness and shame, meaning I'm going to expose you to the world. I will cover you with filth and show the world how vile you really are. Everybody over here is a damn freak, all these different scandals. They just so happen to put Diddy as the face right now to cover up for all the other demons, that are in that industry. All right. He ain't the only freak. All them up in Hollywood and in that industry are freaks. Okay. So the Lord is he's covering this place with disgrace, because this is the mother of harlots, abominations of the earth. When you read Revelation 17, it says all who see you will shrink back and say, Nineveh lies in ruins. Where are the mourners? Does anyone regret your destruction? And let me jump down to 13. And it says, your troops will be as weak and helpless as women. I just read that in Isaiah 19. The gates of your land will be open wide to the enemy and set on fire and burned. Okay. So your borders is wide open. They've been entering in for months now from all these different various countries, and they're trying to make it seem as if, you just got the Latinos, the northern tribes coming in, and they're gonna try to use that narrative, which they are bringing some of them up in here, and it's gonna cause a rift between the tribes, where the tribes gonna be at war with each other, when you got the real enemies, the Iranians and the Chinese and all these different migrants from these other countries that are actually enemies, they're going to be the ones putting in the real work. All right? And it's going to be straight up anarchy, man. Nothing but trouble. Hey, Jacob's trouble is at hand. Y'all better stop sleeping, man. All right, it says, get ready for the siege, store up water, strengthen the defenses, get into the pits to trample clay, and pack it into the molds, making bricks to repair the walls. But the fire will devour you, the sword will cut you down. Yeah, it's going to be bloodshed everywhere. The enemy will consume you like locusts, devouring everything they see. And it tells you that in 2nd Ezra 16, they should be as madmen, sparing none. And they ain't going to reason with you. They don't understand what you're saying. You got the UN troops positioned all throughout the country. Yeah, that's why we're going to need that standard to be lifted when they come in like that flood. All right, it says there will be no escape, even if you multiply like swarming locusts. Let me jump down to 19. It says there is no healing for your wound. Your injury is fatal. All who hear of your destruction will clap their hands for joy. Where can anyone be found who has not suffered from your continual cruelty? Talking about Babylon, America, Nineveh. Let me go to the NASB 20 and read that same verse. Yeah, verse 19, it says, there is no relief for your collapse. Your wound is incurable. There's no bouncing back for America, man. It's through. Trump is I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you tribes out there that put your trust in man, but cursed be he that trusteth in man, that maketh flesh his arm. Trump is not that guy. He's not what you think he is. But it was set up this way. Biden was going to be so bad that you was going to turn back and want him back in. And we said that from the get-go. And now look at everything. Trump, he going to bring the worst of the worst. It says, all who hear about you will clap their hands over you, for upon whom has your evil not come continually. All right, so yeah, man, we definitely coming into that time, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming months. All right. And this is the hopeful year of the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. No other time have been the like. Jeremiah 30:7. And it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And only a remnant is going to make it out of that. 2/3 of them, they ain't going to make it out. Because they spent their time, just being proud, arrogant, lack of faith, enjoying the pleasures of Western culture, Babylon, confusion, going against the grain, going against righteousness. So it is what it is. But, let's just stay circumspect. Matter of fact, let me just get that. In the beginning of evils, the beginning of sorrows, man. This is Ephesians 5:15. See that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We definitely here. So we keep our eyes open, all right, and stay prayed up, of course, and stay on the straight and narrow, and watch what's getting ready to happen. And all these other groups out there that's playing games and doing what they doing, we hope y'all keep that same energy, man. That's all I really got to say. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, y'all will edify into the next one. Shalom.